Alright you guys, I know I look a mess, but before this video starts, I just want to say I recorded this video February 5th, 6th, in between the beginning of February, and unfortunately me and my family did get sick, and I was one of them, and I got COVID, and which meant I wasn't reading as much, I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't on the laptop, I barely did homework, I just went to class and shut down the computer just because I was not in it 100%. So I am posting this video a little late because I just got better a few days ago, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I will still be doing a end of the February, just it won't be as much books, but I am trying to read as much and try to keep up because I wanted those books for February. But I hope you guys still enjoy this video. Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It's been 3 months. My last video was a fall video close to Halloween, but I have been juggling work and school. I took a huge winter break, but I had family stuff. I had, just connecting with them, just being around with them and my family. So I was taking a break, but also I was super busy just doing both. I had a lot of work during winter break, and the new year has started, so happy new year everyone. It is February, and I wanted to start off February strong and just keep this channel having a video every single week, because that is one of my goals this year, and one of my other goals is to hit 1,000 subscribers and just grow this channel. So if you guys want to help me out, don't forget to subscribe. But I'm super happy to be back, and I've missed you guys, and I missed making videos and just being around the camera. So let's get into today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy me being back, and let's get into the video. So by the title of this video, we're gonna be doing a book haul, and I have some books here and I have some books here. So let's get into this video. This super cute glass that my boyfriend got me, it says Best Life, and I have some horchata in it. I freaking love horchata. Probably gonna be sipping on that while I'm doing this, but I have recently been back into reading. I used to be such a bookworm when I was a little girl, when I was like in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and I kind of hit a stump where I didn't read for a couple years. I didn't really want to pick up a book and read, but recently my cousin got me back into reading when she showed me some of her books, and I was like, okay, like that actually sounds really interesting. And she had one of the books that I've been wanting to read, but I just never had the courage to go up and buy it because I was just so lazy. And I bought some books. I bought some books that I saw recommended on TikTok, and I got some books for myself that I saw that I wanted to read by myself. So let's get into showing you guys my books. I got a few in Barnes & Nobles, and I got a few online on Amazon because I couldn't wait. So we're gonna start with Barnes & Nobles. I went this last weekend, and I got a few books. So the first book I got was Mosquito Land, and this is by David Arnold. I have never read or seen a book by David Arnold, but I was in the, I believe, non-fiction section, and I was like, I really don't like non-fiction, and then I went behind that section and I saw fiction. I was like, okay, this is my aisle. And I was near young adult and adult, but I believe I saw this in the young adult section. This is what it looks like. I love the cover of it. It is super cute. So this book is about a girl who her parents split apart, and she moves in with her dad, and he marries this like super rich family, and she moves to Mississippi, I believe. Yes, Mississippi. And she finds out that her mom is sick back home, and she takes this bus all the way to Ohio, and the whole book is just about her having an adventure, her meeting new people, her facing her fears while trying to get back home to her mom. I thought it was really interesting just because it wasn't like a romance or anything that I like, which is enemies to lovers. I thought this was such a like adventurous book where she's finding herself, as it says, and meeting new people. She's getting an adventure out of just trying to go to her mom, and I thought this was really interesting. I've never even seen anyone mention it. This is what it looks like. It's called Mosquito Land, and there's a lot of good reviews on the book. It says, out of the most talked about books of the year by Teen Vogue. The Wall Street Journal said, a sparkling, startling, laughing out loud debut. Also, it said it was funny, and I read the reviews and people said this was actually really funny, and I love a good book that makes me laugh and catches my attention, so I'm super glad. And I also was really glad that this was a book that I found on my own and that I didn't see on like TikTok or anything, or on YouTube, and that's exactly what I wanted, was to find a book that I found on my own. And also her name is Mimi Malone as well, so I'm super excited. Okay, so the next book, this book was on my list to be our list, and I got it. I went to like this book talk section in Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, and I saw so many that I wanted, but I was like, okay, let me start slow. So I got Red, White, and Royal Blue. This was a very popular book when Book Talk was super viral, but I know I'm kind of late to the trend, but I'm starting because I want this to be one of my goals, not because it's trendy. But this book is about a prince in royalty and a son of the United States of America, I believe. And they kind of go from like fake friends to like friends to enemies and then to lovers, I believe. And it's super interesting. I've read the reviews, I've seen recommendations, and I've been wanting to read it because everyone says it's such a like heartwarming book and it has like such a good ending, so I'm super excited. This is what it looks like. Also, the cover is so pretty. Like, do you see this? So it is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, I believe. And yeah, I'm super excited to read this. Also, these books are so cute. Like, do you see this? Like, all right, so the next book is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I've heard amazing things about Colleen Hoover. I've heard she's such an amazing author, and I've been wanting to get into her books a lot more, but I started with this one. It is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and I actually started reading it. I'm on the first chapter, and just by the first chapter, I'm already like literally so into it. It was such a good start. I literally didn't even want to finish it, but I was reading it at night and I was super tired, but I also like one eye was super open because I wanted to keep reading, and one eye was like falling asleep. But I was reading this at night and I read the first chapter and it's so good. It is about Tate Collins and Miles Archer, I believe. And I don't know the full story. I really don't like reading synopsis because I don't like giving the whole story away. But the synopsis says, now it's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins when she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer. They wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves as friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction that can't be denied. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they might have stumbled onto the perfect no-strings arrangement. So I'm super excited to read it. I love it so far, and you guys should definitely check this out if you guys love romance novels. I've heard so many good things about this, and I'm gonna finish it super fast because I'm already like enticed to read and keep reading. So super excited for this one. Also, Colleen, I've heard a lot of good things about her, but I'm starting book by book. I don't want to get them all at the same time, so I'm starting with this one. The next book is People We Meet on Vacation. So this was kind of like people recommended this after Beach Read, but I personally wasn't that enticed by Beach Read. Like, I want to read it, but I've heard like, oh, it's good, or oh, it's kind of just like the same thing as Enemies to Lovers. But I think I've budged in and I want to read it just because I've heard so. This is by Emily Henry, People We Meet on Vacation, The Perfect Getaway. The author by Beach Read. That's why people kind of suggest if you've read this one, you read that one, or if you read that one, you read this one. but I've started with this one because I really liked the story behind this one. So this one is about Poppy and Alex. They're two best friends, and I'm not gonna get too into it because I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you guys haven't read this. If you have, then let me know below if you really like this book. If you've read any of these books, let me know down below. I cannot talk. But this is about Poppy and Alex. They're two best friends, and one summer they kind of just, you know, go apart, or they just don't talk anymore. And Poppy says, oh, you know, let's go on a vacation. They used to go on a vacation once a week of every summer, but they stopped doing that obviously because they split apart. And she says, oh, let's go on a vacation and kind of just talk it out and be friends again because I really want to, you know, work things out. So he says yes, and they go on a vacation, and I guess secrets start to unravel, things start to happen, kind of like, you know, like I said, secrets start to come out and things start making sense on why they kind of split apart. So I'm super excited to read this because everyone says it was such a good book. I wish I like got it in summer because this is like such a summery cover, summery like book, but it's fine. So once I finish Ugly Love, I'm definitely gonna be reading this. The way I explained people we meet on vacation was really weird. I'm sorry about that. Some things I said were kind of iffy, but most of them were pretty dead on. I just don't know why it sounded like that. I said a few things that were like, but everything's okay. I hope you guys understood the concept of the book I was trying to say. If you read books, I'm pretty sure you guys saw that book being recommended by tons of people because most of these books I saw were recommended by YouTube or TikTok or just people I know. But yeah, I'm sorry for that weird type of way I was saying it. Let's continue. The next book I have is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This book, you guys, I have seen so many good things about it, and even before I went on like Book Talk or like YouTube for recommendations, this book catched my eye when I was looking for books. It looked like it was something I was gonna like, and I was right because I saw book recommendations about it, and everybody was saying it's such a good book, and I can already see it by the synopsis. I'll read you some part of it. Not me saying I read the synopsis and I like the synopsis of the story after I literally just said a couple minutes ago that I don't read synopsis to give the true meaning of the book away. Hashtag embarrassing. Let's proceed. A wedding in Spain, an infuriating man, 3 days to convince her family she's actually in love. So this book is about Catalina, which is her. She has her sister's wedding, and she told her family she had like a boyfriend, but she actually hasn't had a boyfriend in about 6 years, I believe. And she's trying to find someone to fake go with her, and her coworker Alex, that's his name, right? Aaron Blackford offers to take her, and they despise each other. She actually despises him. She's kind of like, you know, loves this, loves that, kind of a girly, and he's kind of just like in the office where they work. He's just rude, grumpy all the time, so she's not really a fan. And she finally budges in because he's the only chance she has. So I'm super excited to read this because it's like an enemies to lovers type thing, and love it. Okay, also the cover, like these covers are so cute. All right, so the last book that I wanted to read, this has been in my attic for a while. I would say since like 5 years ago. I didn't pick this up at any Amazon or Barnes & Nobles. This has been up in my attic. This is where I picked it up, in my attic. I got this book a while ago, and I read a few chapters, and I really actually liked it. But right when I started reading another book that kind of slumped me, I stopped this one, and it wasn't like anything super like big because the book I read really just, that's kind of like the book I like down to me. I didn't want to read anymore. So obviously I stopped reading this. And I remembered I had it up in my attic because I heard good reviews about this book recently. And I was like, okay, I'm going to read it. So it's Since You've Been Gone. So it's about Sloane and Emily. They're best friends and they have like this most epic summer every time. And I think they make a list. Sloane makes a list of what she wanted to do, or she leaves it for Emily. But the thing is, Sloane disappears and she just leaves this to-do list behind without any letting Emily know anything. So she finds someone to do this to-do list to find or see what she can do about it, to see if maybe if she does all these things, it'll lead her to a hint, or maybe it would just tell her where Sloane is. So they kind of just do apple picking at night, dance until dawn, kiss a stranger. It's like this really big, crazy stuff list. And the last one is to go skinny dipping. It doesn't tell me the whole thing, obviously, because I haven't read it, but I'm super excited because what if it uncovers secrets? Because she does everything in the to-do list, she finally finds out what happened to Sloane. So yeah, I'm super excited to read this. Nobody has ever talked about it, I think, and I think it's gonna be super good. So I'm super excited for that. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. These are all the books I'm going to be reading for February. Hopefully I finish most of them, just because I do have a busy schedule. I have work and school and homework. But hopefully I finish these by February, and I will have a video for you guys at the end of February rating my February month books. And I hope I like them all because books aren't cheap. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be back, and I will see you guys in the next one. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next week.